So what's going on, YouTube? Happy Monday. Today I'm just going to talk about my day because it was quite interesting today. And in this video you will see that there's always something to do. There's always work to do. There's always money to be made. And I'm going to give you a couple examples of the day. So I was out today at a coffee shop and I was trying to do some business with my bags and put it into another store. So I was talking to my friend, and basically I was like, hey, so what's going on with you? And she was like, well, I saw some interesting things that were going on. I did this event and I saw these two interesting businesses. And I was like, well, what are they? She said, well, one business is a kind of what you call a pooper scooper business. And what I mean by that is that they actually have a service, because just think about it. Places where snow has fell and your dog, you don't want to go outside and walk your dog or whatever. So what you do is pull back the sliding door. Your dog goes out there and does the business, comes back. And over the winter, a lot of people just let that pile up. So what these guys do is they have a service that they actually will come out and what they call a spring service, and they will clean your yard for $49. Okay? So, and if you want to do that on a continuous basis, I think they charge you something like $20 a month. Now they've taken a business idea and actually turned it into passive income. You know? So that's a good thing in itself. So that's actually, I don't know if you guys remember me saying this statement. I told you I met a gentleman and he said that human beings are naturally lazy. So if you have any business or anything where you can make their lives easier, you have the idea for a great product or a great service. That's one of the keys to success. Now, does scooping up the poop, does that kind of make a person's life easier? They don't have to go out and deal with that mess, and that's just one less thing that they have to do. And there are a lot of people out there that don't want to do it. So here's somebody that created a service. Another service that she said that saw was created was, and we have this problem of when you go out of town and you do things out of town, and then all of a sudden you have to have your dog and things like this has to have a hotel. You don't want to put the dog off in your parents or whatever it may be, your friends or whatever. So this lady would actually come out to your house and dog sit. If you want them to stay overnight, I think she charges something like $55. Or if you're going for a couple hours, she'll come in and walk the dog and things of that nature. Another service turned into a business. Okay? And all this probably came from was just a little, maybe sitting down, thinking about something. What can I do? What's missing? You know? And then there's concierge businesses where people go out, and run errands for you and things of that nature. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. But what I'm saying is, guys, is that there are a lot of things that one can do. This is why I'm not swayed to the left or to the right when people say, you're sadly mistaken. There's no work out there. There's nothing to do. It's funny because I have a mechanic, and this guy that I go to, I don't go to like your Midas or your Goodyear. Those guys have to pay electricity and pay workers high wages, and that equals high costs when it comes to repairs. So I'm out there and I'm dealing with this guy, and he's from Somalia. And it's funny because, not funny he's from Somalia, but it's funny because he asked me today, he said, Abdul, how did you get into business? Because most Americans aren't business minded. And this guy right here, and first of all, if you walk into a shop, you would ask yourself first, this is a shop? But this guy has all kinds of things going on. He runs a body shop. He has a mechanic shop. He goes to auction and he buys wrecked vehicles and he brings them back. He fixes them up, then he sells these vehicles. This guy makes a lot of money throughout the day. People come to him because his prices are very cheap. If you wanted to get your car fixed or anything, he'll go out and you can go with him, or either you can go buy the supplies and products, and he'll just charge you for the labor. Think about it. In a recession, or so-called recession, when people are having problems, who will you go to? A guy that will let you go out and buy the parts and just charge you for the labor, or Midas, or Firestone. And it's just funny because one of his customers came in. This guy is from Iraq. And he was like, yeah, that guy right there, he's retired now. He works for here, work for there. He has 8 homes paid for. Because that's one thing about foreign people too. Usually they don't, when they buy something, they don't buy it on credit. They don't believe in credit. They believe in buying it in cash money. You know? And I'm just like, wow, 8 homes paid for. That's an accomplishment. You know? And this is just kind of a recap of my day. Just things that are going on, you know, things that I'm seeing, you know, things that I saw today. You know, and I'm just sharing it with you guys because I want you to know that there is hope out there. There are things that you can do. There are things that you can do to reduce your expenses. There are things that you can do to add income. You just have to think. And you can't think when you're whining. Because when you're whining, it just sends the stress to a whole nother level. And you can't think when you're frustrated. So just take a deep breath, step back, and understand that there are a lot of things out there to do. So I'm going to end it with that. Like I say, I still have my Etsy class going strong. If you want to go ahead and sign up, let me know. If this is your first time coming to the channel, glad to have you. Please subscribe. And until next time, signing off.